Hunter Biden was just found guilty unanimously by the jury in just a couple of hours. Joe Biden still says he's so proud of his son. You know, the son that takes crack and cocaine and has pornography on his computer, has sex with underage girls, all the things that people know about. But Joe Biden is very proud of his son. Now the question is he going to pardon him? Breaking news, as I told you when we were coming on the air, Hunter Biden was found guilty after just 2 hours on all 3 counts relating to how he got his guns and his gun license after lying on applications that he wasn't using drugs, he wasn't under the influence. His whole family was called into court and they testified against him. And I mean, it was pretty much a slam dunk. The question is, what happens now? The president said this morning that he's going to travel to Wilmington, Delaware, because he's very proud of his son. This is the quote. As I said last week, I am the president, but I'm also a dad. Jill and I love our son, and we are so proud of the man he is today. Now, you and I talked about this before we came on the air. Why don't you just list some of the things that you mentioned to me that Hunter Biden has been involved in, that Joe Biden is very proud of? Go for it.
Let's see. All these pornographic images with him and underage girls, the prostitution, the crack cocaine, the cocaine, just the whole laundry list, right? I mean,
and you left out all of his business deals with Burisma,
China, and even some, rumor has it Russia. I mean, so he did all of this criminal activity, and but that's not what we want to focus on. We want to focus on the gun charge because that one will bring probably the least charges, right? Everything else with the underage children, there's videos of it, there's pictures of it. But ignore that. Hunter Biden, the whole thing with the Barry, he was impersonating a U.S. official in these other countries. That's a federal offense. You'll go to prison for that.
Lying on flagged planes with the vice president of the United States.
Yeah. And he was taking gifts because of daddy.
Oh, wait a minute.
He was
not daddy, the big guy.
Oh, yeah. The big guy. Because he had to pay the big guy 10%. He had to pay the big guy 10%, which all I'm saying was not there.
I have a couple questions for you. They asked Joe Biden already this morning, are you going to pardon Hunter? And Joe Biden said no. Do you believe him?
No.
You think
I don't think he will. Yeah, I think that he will. I think that he's going to pardon him because they're all saying, look, he's going to come out and say, it's my son. If this was Trump's son, Trump would pardon him. This is just an addiction. It's a disease that he was going through.
He caught it. You mean like he caught a disease? Like
yeah. Smoking crack cocaine is a disease, and getting alcohol and getting drunk and snorting cocaine. All of that is a disease. Having, relationships with underage children, that is a disease. And that's all that this is. This is a total misunderstanding. So they're probably going to push it on that angle. And he says, and more likely, I suspect that he will pardon him because they have this whole love story. Remember, there's these pictures where Hunter and Joe Biden hugging like father and son. It's this whole love story between the two of them. And now he's not going to pardon them. Really?
Well, let me add one thing. I don't know what he's going to do, but I guarantee this. If he pardons Hunter, he's completely unelectable as president.
He already is. So what does he got to lose? He's already at that point. He has nothing to lose. He can't even talk. They refuse to do a debate in front of an audience because he'll lose track. He'll get distracted extremely easily. Joe Biden, he's not even capable of walking off the stage without shaking the ghost's hand. They won't allow us to hear the audio from the transcript that they released because he's not coherent. He's already there. They brought in all of the legals that's causing people to leave flee from the Democrat Party. Black people overwhelmingly, Barry, and along with it, Latinos are saying that they're going to vote for president. He's already at that point. He has nothing to lose. And all they have to, and you know what? I think it'd be better for him to do it now, because with 4 to 5 months for the election, people will forget.
But the Republicans are going to mention it about every 15 seconds if he does it.
Of course,
Come
but
on.
they're going to say this is just a ploy for them going after his family. Anybody that had a family member with a drug addiction, they would do the same. If this was Trump Jr., President Trump would pardon him too.
Well,
but then again, Barry, I could be wrong. Maybe he'll come in and say, okay, look, but then again, it comes down to what the judge does. If the judge put him in prison, if he puts him in prison, I suspect that Joe Biden will pardon him. But if the judge comes back and says, well, this is just your first offense, it's going to be house arrest, Joe Biden he won't do it then. He'll just let it look. You're going to get the drugs coming to the house. You still get your prostitutions to show up. Mookie will bring the drugs. Don't worry. Joe Biden won't even say anything.
Mookie was his drug hookup, right?
Yeah. Okay. So if it's house arrest, it'd be like this. Just look, as soon as people forget about it, right at the end, I'll go ahead and pardon you. And we'll just do it on early morning, like at 5:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, or something like that, where the media is not even up yet. We'll just let it go there. And then, but you still have to stay in the house for, some time. So until things blow over, till people forget.
Stick around. There's a lot of news on this yet coming.